Title: The Prophecies and Fulfillment of the Formation of the Israelite Nation and the Building of Their State in the Old Testament. 1. The Promise of Nation Building given to Abraham. Prophecy. Genesis chapter 12 verses 1, 3. The Lord had said to Abram, "Leave your country, your people and your father's household and go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." Genesis chapter 15 verses 5, 7. He took him outside and said, "Look up at the heavens and count the stars if indeed you can count them. Then he said to him, So shall your offspring be." Abram believed the Lord, and he credited it to him as righteousness. He also said to him, "I am the Lord, who brought you out of Ur of the Chaldeans, to give you this land to take possession of it." Interpretation. God promised Abraham that he would make him into a great nation and give him the promised land. This became the foundation of the formation of the nation of Israel, and included the mission of being a channel of blessing. 2. The confirmation of the promise to Isaac and Jacob. Prophecy. Genesis chapter 26 verses 3, 4, Promise to Isaac. "Stay in this land for a while, and I will be with you and will bless you. For to you and your descendants I will give all these lands and will confirm the oath I swore to your father Abraham. I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and will give them all these lands, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed." Genesis chapter 28 verses 13, 15, Promise to Jacob. There above it stood the Lord, and he said, "I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying. Your descendants will be like the dust of the earth, and you will spread out to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south. All peoples on earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. And I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you." Interpretation. The covenant given to Abraham was fully passed on to Isaac and Jacob. This was the divine process of securing the foundation of ethnic Israel. 3. The Exodus and the formation of the nation. Prophecy. Genesis chapter 15 verses 13, 14. Then the Lord said to him, "Know for certain that your descendants will be strangers in a country not their own, and they will be enslaved and mistreated 400 years. But I will punish the nation they serve as slaves, and afterward they will come out with great possessions." Interpretation. God foretold that the Israelites would be enslaved in Egypt, and promised to deliver them with judgment upon their oppressors. Fulfillment. Exodus chapter 12 verses 40, 42. Now the length of time the Israelite people lived in Egypt was 430 years. At the end of the 430 years, to the very day, all the Lord's divisions left Egypt, because the Lord kept vigil that night to bring them out of Egypt. On this night, all the Israelites are to keep vigil to honor the Lord for the generations to come. Interpretation. Through Moses, God led Israel out of Egypt. The Exodus marked their national independence and the beginning of their identity as the people of God's kingdom. 4. The Sinai Covenant and the building of the nation. Prophetic declaration. Exodus chapter 19 verses 5, 6. "Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words you are to speak to the Israelites." Interpretation. At Mount Sinai, God called Israel to be a kingdom of priests, and established a theocratic nation through his covenant. Fulfillment. Exodus chapter 24 verses 7, 8. Then he took the book of the covenant and read it to the people. They responded, "We will do everything the Lord has said, we will obey." Moses then took the blood, sprinkled it on the people, and said, "This is the blood of the covenant that the Lord has made with you, in accordance with all these words." Interpretation. At this moment, Israel officially became a nation in covenant with God, established as his people with the law and the tabernacle system. 5. The conquest of the promised land. Prophecy. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verses 1, 2. When the Lord your God brings you into the land You are entering to possess and drives out before you many nations. And when the Lord your God has delivered them over to you, and you have defeated them, then you must destroy them totally. Interpretation: God promised to give them the land of Canaan, and possessing it would be the fulfillment of his covenant. Fulfillment. Joshua chapter 21 verses 43-45. So the Lord gave Israel all the land he had sworn to give their forefathers. And they took possession of it and settled there. The Lord gave them rest on every side, just as he had sworn to their forefathers. Not one of their enemies withstood them. The Lord handed all their enemies over to them. Not one of all the Lord's good promises to the house of Israel failed. Every one was fulfilled. Interpretation: through Joshua, God enabled the conquest of Canaan, bringing to completion the promise of land and nationhood given to Abraham. 6. Summary. Beginning of the prophecy, covenant with Abraham. A great nation and the promised land. Covenant succession, the same promise repeated to Isaac and Jacob. Exodus, liberation from slavery, becoming the army of God. Sinai covenant, establishment of the national system, as a kingdom of priests and a holy people. Conquest of Canaan, settlement in the promised land. Essence of fulfillment, building of an ethnic nation. Establishing the identity of the people of God's kingdom.